So this is the wordreference.com dictionary. I have a couple of examples here for you. So look, if I Google like a word, I can look for words here from Spanish to English or from English to Spanish. But I have to be very careful. For example, I Google here the word muñeca, right? So if I go and check what muñeca, the word muñeca, well, I'm going to find those two. I have muñeca as a toy, and I have muñeca as part of our body. And here I have doll and wrist. So when you use your dictionary, you have to be very careful there to choose the correct option and the exact word, the word that you're looking for, so that it fits according to the context. And so here I have this muñeca, like, doll, or muñeca's wrist. So you have to be careful there. Once you are sure you have the correct word, you can then check the way to pronounce it. So for example, here, if you're not sure how to pronounce this word, like you don't know if you should say like wrist or what, then here you can see like these phonetic symbols, and you can see the apostrophe R-I-S-T. And so you have wrist, and then you can listen.
Wrist.
You can choose the accent. This is American.
Wrist.
You can try British.
Wrist.
Irish.
Wrist.
You can try Jamaican.
Wrist.
And what you have to do here is you just have to choose one accent.
Wrist.
The one that you feel comfortable or more comfortable with. Now, this is not hard because you understand wrist. That's it. Now, in case you have words that are a little bit harder, like, I mean, the symbols are a little harder to be understood. For example, this word educación. So here you have that this E is kind of like a number, like the number. And so you can see like an S, kind of like an F. And so you probably want to know how to pronounce each one of those symbols, right? Because you can listen to them if you have a dictionary like this, but if you don't have it, well, it will be hard to listen to the example.
Education. Education.
Education.
Education.
Now,
Education.
let's gonna see. I have this chart, which is the International Phonetic Alphabet. And this chart is going to tell you how to pronounce each one of the words. I have this one that is internationalphoneticalphabet.org, or I have another one which is my favorite. Here you have all of them. You can practice with them, and if you click the letter or the symbol, you're gonna listen to the sound.
Va, ava.
Now, not all of them are used in English. For example, this one we don't use it.
Ah, 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 ah.
Yes, we don't use them, but they are used in other languages. Now, my favorite one is this. This is my favorite one. I like this one because it's kind of interactive, and because of this diagram. This diagram represents your mouth. So where we have this eye
E.
is where you have your teeth, your lower teeth, the front part of your lower teeth. And where you have this
Ah.
is like the root, your tongue root. So your tongue is going to move and locate in each one of the positions here. For example, if we try to say all the vowels in Spanish, you're gonna see, or well, you're gonna feel how your tongue moves inside of your mouth, and it's going to follow this position. Ah, it's your tongue is going like it's like contracting and to the back, and you say and you say e, it touches your teeth. E. It moves. Can you feel that? E. And you say ooh. So your tongue is going to be moving like e, ooh. And you're going to have this shape inside of your mouth with your tongue. So if you want to say one of those words, of those symbols, sorry, those sounds, like the schwa or another one, this like a number 3, you have to put your tongue in the correct position. So kind of divided your mouth in these sections: the front area, the central area, and the back area. In the back area, we have sounds like vowels like oo, oo, and the front part we have sounds like ah. And when we have this other ah, you know, so ah. It's different. So you have a. Okay, and in the central ones, well, we have the schwa, for example, and this is only for vowels. So that's a way you practice vowels with this diagram. Now, here we have consonants. They explain a little bit the way you articulate them. For example, if you have these plosives, or if it's nasal, or if it's fricative, well, you can listen to them so that you don't worry too much about the rest of the information. For example, this one that looks like an S, like a long S.
Sha, sha.
And the S.
Sa, sa.
What about this letter?
Za, za.
Okay, so you can listen to all of them. For example, the N for the mango.
Na, na. Na, na.
And if you have two sounds.
J, j.
So now, if we go to education, we're gonna see that we need this E here. Let me show you. We need this one, this E, the one that looks like a number 3, plus this D with this like kind of like a Z, and this S like a long S. So let's gonna go and look for them. So here I have the E. Okay. Now here I have the J.
J.
But I can listen to them individually. So I have the D.
Da, da.
And I have the J.
Ja, ja.
And now together.
J, j.
Now I know how to pronounce it. Edu.
Education.
I don't say edu, because we need two symbols. We need those two symbols. J.
J.
Not only the D, right? Now, for example, if I want to try with, like, I want to know how to say this word, like the cake.
Dessert.
Look, here you have D, and you have this apostrophe, like this little accent here, which means that this syllable, the one with the number 3, is stronger, plus those two little points here, which means that this E is you're gonna make it longer. So look.
Dessert. 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 Dessert.
Now look, if you're talking about land, an arid place.
Desert.
See?
Desert.
Look, here you have, and look, the accent or the apostrophe is at the very beginning.
desert, desert,
And the other one was,
dessert, dessert,
you see? So one's dessert and the other one was desert. Desert, dessert. Or for example, if you want to try this difference between this,
3,
you see you have a little circle here with the, and then if you go to the Ipa chart, you can check it here, and you have it here exactly.
thaw, a thaw,
So it's thaw, thaw, thaw.
thaw, a thaw.
So you say
3,
3. You make the sound of the I, E, like long, E, 3.
3,
Now, if you're talking about this other, which is a plant,
tree,
so it's not a circle anymore, but it's a T, a normal T. So you check the T.
da, a da, da, a da.
It's the first one. So here you have it.
Tree,
Tree, which is different from,
3,
you see? So this is going to help us a lot. Now, if you're not sure about what you're looking for example, what if I look for the word uh, diente, and I find this
clove,
clove, and I find also tooth, but I'm not sure which one to use. So I go here in this dictionary, which is Lingue. In this dictionary, I go then and read all the examples. So I read the examples to see in what context or what kind of words I have, what they mean, and so that I can compare if that's a word that I need or not. For example, here it says in Spanish, escuchamos aquel verso del ojo por ojo y diente por diente. Am I talking about that? About that kind of tooth? So we hear that verse of eye and tooth for tooth. Or, well, I have only that one. But I have here another one, So I have this one, the clove, that is also diente.
clove, tine, prong, fang, cog.
Okay, so I want to see what the clove is. Okay. Oh, so it says each clove is wrapped. Means moler el diente de ajo. Oh, this is the clove I'm talking about. Clove of garlic. So I don't say tooth of garlic, right? So, but I say clove of garlic. So I say, oh, okay, this is the kind of, este es el diente que estoy buscando. No es diente de la boca, but it's, of garlic, de ajo. So I say, okay, it's clove of garlic. So you check here examples so that you're sure that the word that you're using is the correct one, is the one that you need according to the context. Or for example, the muñeca example that I gave you. So you go and check the examples. Oh, we here have wrist, doll. So now I say, like, cada muñeca tenía nombre y estaba vestida con recortes de tela. Is this the kind of doll I'm looking for? Or un carcelero con la muñeca esposada? Or is this the kind of muñeca that I'm looking for? So then you choose doll or wrist according to your context, right? So that you don't get confused with them. Now you have to be very careful when you're spelling because, for example, I want to look for dorado. I want to say taco dorado. So I'm going to say dorado and I find gold, golden, gleed, dorar, algo, brown, fries. So I can go and check the examples. Freír el ajo en el aceite hasta que esté dorado, until brown. Or un color dorado, have a golden color. So taco dorado, is it golden? Is it the color is golden? No. Okay, good. So, and I keep checking the examples, right? El caso del arroz dorado, golden, right? Mejillón dorado, what kind of example or of word I need. So then I go and check it. So that's why it is important to read all the words that you get so that you choose the best one. So I don't dorado, when I want to say taco dorado, I don't mean this. Gold. He comprado un medallón dorado. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay. Dorar algo. Pues sí, porque tacos, the tacos, you actually fry them. So fry something. So
To fry,
I'll look for this entry, and so then I can have them, right? Don't fry the fish and stuff like that. So then you check it and then you decide which one is the best according to your context. Once you practice pronunciation, check the vocabulary, grammar, and everything, then you move to this Vocaroo. Just Google vocaroo.com, and then you're gonna find these. And so what you do is when you Google Vocaroo, you're going to see this, and in this red point, you're gonna click it so that you can start. You have to allow it and say yes. And then you start. And then once you finish, you click to stop and then you listen. And then you start. And if you like it, you click here to save. If you don't like it, you can retry. And it starts again and you have to start immediately. And then you click to stop and then you can listen. Now, if you like this, it starts again and you have to start immediately. And then if you like this, you click here where it says click here to save. And once you click here to save, you're going to get a link. What you have to do with this link is you're going to copy, make sure you copy the whole link. And so this is what you're going to send me. I am just going to Google the link. So I'm going to do it. And then immediately I'm going to get your, and it starts again and you have to start immediately. And then you see, I'm going to get it. So I'm going to be able to listen to you. So make sure you send it properly. And okay, well, you're gonna watch a movie so that you can send me your review. Here I have this example. You can try with this program, Look Movie, or you can go to the movies and watch a movie, with friends or family. You can watch a movie at home. It really doesn't matter. But here I have one example in this Look Movie. And so you just click, you decide the category, action, drama, comedy, doesn't matter. You choose this movie. Example, I have Transformers from 2007. You can actually read a little bit what the movie is about.
So I get this phone call, July 30th, 2005, from Steven Spielberg. He calls me up
and so I don't know what it says, but you can choose different movies and you decide, okay? I know, like if you like the Skyfall. Let me try this. Okay, so you try and then you start with your project. If you have questions, please let me know.